Picture this. You're driving through your city during rush hour, but there's no traffic. Not a single red light stops you. Your route was calculated perfectly, coordinated with thousands of other vehicles in real time. The streetlights adjust their timing just for you. The air is clean because energy grids optimize themselves minute by minute. And when you arrive, there's a parking spot waiting, because the city knew you were coming. Sound like science fiction? It's closer than you think. Welcome to the future of urban planning, where artificial intelligence isn't just assisting city planners, it's becoming the invisible architect of our urban environments. In 2025, we're standing at a crucial crossroads. Our cities are bursting at the seams. Traffic congestion costs the global economy over $500 billion annually. Infrastructure is crumbling. Resources are strained. Climate change is making cities more vulnerable than ever. Traditional urban planning simply can't keep pace with the complexity of modern metropolitan life. But what if the solution isn't more concrete and steel? What if it's more intelligence? What if our cities could think for themselves? Today, we're diving deep into how artificial intelligence is set to revolutionize urban planning from the ground up. We'll explore how AI is transforming infrastructure, revolutionizing how we move, and creating cities that are not just smarter, but more sustainable, resilient, and livable. The question isn't whether AI will reshape our cities, it's how soon, and are we ready? Let's find out. For over a century, urban planning has been a deeply human endeavor. Architects with blueprints, city councils with zoning maps, engineers with slide rules, and later computers. But here's the problem. Cities have become too complex for traditional planning methods. Consider this. A modern city generates millions of data points every second. Traffic patterns, energy consumption, water usage, air quality, pedestrian movement, public transit loads, waste generation, the list goes on. Human planners, no matter how skilled, simply cannot process this torrent of information in real time, let alone use it to make optimal decisions. That's where AI enters the picture, not as a replacement for human planners, but as an unprecedented tool for understanding and optimizing urban systems at a scale we've never achieved before. AI excels at exactly what overwhelms humans: processing massive data sets, identifying patterns invisible to the naked eye, predicting future scenarios based on countless variables, and continuously learning from outcomes to improve its recommendations. We're talking about machine learning algorithms that can analyze decades of urban data in seconds, neural networks that can simulate millions of what-if scenarios before a single foundation is poured, and intelligent systems that can coordinate thousands of interconnected urban services in real time. The most exciting part? We're not talking about some distant future. Cities around the world, from Singapore to Barcelona, from Dubai to Copenhagen, are already implementing AI-driven planning systems. They're seeing remarkable results: reduced congestion, lower emissions, more efficient resource use, and yes, even happier citizens. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's break down exactly how AI is transforming specific aspects of urban life, starting with the very foundation of our cities: infrastructure. Infrastructure might sound boring, but it's literally what holds our cities together. Roads, bridges, water pipes, electrical grids, sewage systems. When these fail, cities grind to a halt. And here's the scary part. Much of the world's urban infrastructure is aging rapidly. In the United States alone, 1 in 3 bridges needs repair, and there's a water main break every 2 minutes. Traditional infrastructure maintenance is reactive. We fix things after they break, or we rely on scheduled inspections that might miss critical problems. It's expensive, inefficient, and sometimes catastrophic. AI is flipping this model on its head with something called predictive maintenance. Imagine sensors embedded throughout a city's infrastructure, in bridges, roads, pipes, and power lines, constantly feeding data to AI systems. These systems use machine learning to identify patterns that precede failures, often weeks or months in advance. Let me give you a real example. In cities like Los Angeles and Singapore, AI systems monitor bridge health by analyzing data from thousands of sensors measuring vibration, stress, temperature, and structural movement. The AI doesn't just collect data, it learns what normal looks like for each structure and can detect anomalies that indicate developing problems long before they become visible to human inspectors. One pilot program detected critical corrosion in a bridge support that visual inspections had missed for years, potentially preventing a catastrophic failure. But it gets even better. In the Netherlands, AI systems are managing entire water infrastructure networks, predicting pipe failures with over 85% accuracy and optimizing repair schedules to minimize disruption and cost. The result? A 30% reduction in emergency repairs and a 40% decrease in water loss. AI is also revolutionizing energy grids. Traditional power grids are dumb. Electricity flows one way, from power plants to homes. Smart grids powered by AI are transforming this into a dynamic, responsive network. AI algorithms predict demand spikes before they happen, balance loads across the grid in real time, integrate renewable energy sources that fluctuate with weather, and even communicate with smart appliances to shift energy use to off-peak times. In Copenhagen, an AI-powered district heating system uses machine learning to predict building heating needs based on weather forecasts, occupancy patterns, and historical data. The result? A 20% reduction in energy waste and significantly lower carbon emissions. Perhaps most impressively, AI is tackling construction waste, one of the world's biggest environmental problems. Construction and demolition generate over 2 billion tons of waste annually. AI-powered systems can now optimize material usage during the design phase, predict exactly how much of each material will be needed, identify opportunities to reuse materials from demolished buildings, and even optimize construction schedules to reduce waste. In Dubai, AI platforms are analyzing building designs to identify inefficiencies before construction begins, reducing material waste by up to 30%. That's millions of tons of waste and millions of dollars saved. Now let's talk about something that affects every city dweller every single day, getting from point A to point B. Traffic congestion is one of the modern city's greatest frustrations. Americans spend an average of 99 hours per year stuck in traffic. That's more than 2 full work weeks just sitting in your car going nowhere. The economic cost is staggering, but so is the environmental impact and the toll on our mental health and quality of life. AI is attacking this problem from multiple angles, and the results are genuinely remarkable. First, there's adaptive traffic management. Traditional traffic lights operate on fixed timers or simple sensors. AI-powered systems are completely different. They're learning, adaptive, and predictive. These systems use cameras, sensors, and data from connected vehicles to monitor traffic flow in real time across entire cities. Machine learning algorithms analyze patterns, predict congestion before it forms, and dynamically adjust traffic signals to optimize flow. Pittsburgh was one of the first cities to implement such a system. The results? Travel times decreased by 25%, vehicle idling time dropped by over 40%, and emissions fell by 20%. And the system keeps getting smarter. It learns from every rush hour, every event, every weather pattern. But AI isn't just managing the cars we have. It's fundamentally changing how we think about urban mobility. Autonomous vehicles are coming, and when they arrive en masse, AI will coordinate them in ways that seem almost magical. Imagine cars that communicate with each other and with city infrastructure, traveling in perfectly coordinated platoons, never hitting red lights, never causing accidents, optimizing routes collectively rather than individually. Some estimates suggest that AI-coordinated autonomous vehicles could increase road capacity by up to 5 times without building a single new lane. Think about that. Accommodating 5 times as many vehicles on the same roads we have today, just through intelligent coordination. Public transit is being transformed too. In Helsinki, an AI-powered system called WIM integrates all forms of transportation, buses, trains, bikes, scooters, ride shares, even taxis, into a single app that plans optimal multimodal journeys. The AI considers real-time conditions, your preferences, cost, environmental impact, and even your schedule to recommend the best way to get where you're going. Singapore is taking this further with autonomous buses that adjust their routes dynamically based on demand. The AI analyzes where people need to go and when, then optimizes bus routes and schedules in real time. It's public transit that's as flexible as a personal car but far more efficient. And let's not forget micromobility, e-bikes and scooters. These have exploded in popularity but also created chaos in many cities. AI is bringing order to this chaos by predicting demand, optimizing the distribution of vehicles, creating virtual parking zones, and even integrating these services into broader transportation networks. In cities like Paris and Barcelona, AI systems manage thousands of shared bikes and scooters, ensuring they're where people need them while minimizing sidewalk clutter and safety issues. The vision is clear. AI is creating a seamless, integrated urban mobility ecosystem where getting around is effortless, efficient, and sustainable. No more choosing between convenience and environmental responsibility. AI makes them the same thing. As impressive as improved traffic flow is, AI's most critical contribution to urban planning might be in making cities sustainable and resilient in the face of climate change. Let's start with climate resilience. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and severe: floods, heat waves, hurricanes, droughts. Cities are particularly vulnerable because they concentrate so many people and so much infrastructure in small areas. AI is becoming essential for urban climate adaptation. Machine learning models can analyze decades of climate data, current conditions, and numerous variables to predict extreme weather events with unprecedented accuracy. But it goes beyond prediction. AI can simulate how specific weather events will impact specific cities, identifying vulnerable areas, predicting flood patterns, modeling heat island effects, and recommending targeted interventions. Rotterdam, a city largely below sea level, uses AI to manage its water systems. The AI predicts flooding risks based on rainfall forecasts, tide patterns, and drainage capacity, then automatically adjusts pumps, opens or closes flood barriers, and even alerts residents in vulnerable areas, all in real time. Since implementation, flood incidents have decreased by over 60%. Now, waste management might not sound glamorous, but it's critical for urban sustainability, and it's ripe for AI optimization. The average person generates over 4 pounds of waste per day, and traditional waste management is incredibly inefficient. AI is transforming this in multiple ways. Smart bins equipped with sensors notify collection services when they're full, eliminating unnecessary pickups. AI-powered robots in sorting facilities can identify and separate recyclables with 95% accuracy, far better than humans, significantly increasing recycling rates. Route optimization algorithms plan collection routes that save fuel and time, sometimes reducing collection costs by 30% or more. In Seoul, South Korea, an AI-powered waste management system has helped increase the recycling rate to over 70%, while reducing collection costs by millions of dollars annually. Energy management is another critical area. Buildings account for nearly 40% of global energy consumption, and much of it is wasted. AI-powered building management systems learn occupancy patterns, weather conditions, and energy prices to optimize heating, cooling, and lighting in real time. In California, some neighborhoods are pioneering AI-managed microgrids, localized energy networks that can operate independently of the main grid. The AI balances energy from solar panels, wind turbines, and batteries, predicts demand, and even trades excess energy with neighboring grids. These systems are more resilient, more efficient, and greener than traditional power delivery. Water management is equally crucial. 1/3 of the world's cities face water scarcity. AI systems can detect leaks in water pipes using acoustic sensors and machine learning, sometimes identifying problems that lose less than 1 gallon per hour. They optimize water treatment processes, predict demand, and even help cities plan for long-term water security. The bottom line is this: AI is enabling cities to do more with less energy, less water, less waste, while becoming more resilient to the environmental challenges ahead. It's not just smart, it's essential for the future of urban life. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but what about privacy? What about bias? What about putting too much power in the hands of algorithms? These are absolutely the right questions to ask, and they're questions cities must grapple with as AI becomes more integral to urban planning. Let's start with data privacy. An AI-optimized city requires data, lots of it. Information about traffic patterns, energy usage, water consumption, even where people walk and gather. This raises legitimate concerns. Who owns this data? Who can access it? How is it protected? Could it be misused? Cities implementing AI systems must establish clear data governance frameworks. This means anonymizing data whenever possible, establishing strict access controls, being transparent about what data is collected and how it's used, and giving citizens meaningful control over their information. Barcelona has become a leader in this area with its Data Sovereignty Initiative, ensuring that data generated by citizens belongs to citizens and is managed in their interest, not just for corporate profit or government convenience. Then there's algorithmic bias. AI systems learn from historical data, and if that data reflects historical inequalities, which it often does, the AI can perpetuate or even amplify those inequalities. An AI trained on biased policing data might over-patrol certain neighborhoods. An AI allocating infrastructure investment might neglect historically underfunded communities. The solution requires diverse teams building these systems, regular audits for bias and discrimination, community input in the design and deployment of AI systems, and human oversight. AI should recommend, not dictate. Some cities are establishing algorithmic accountability offices specifically to monitor AI systems for bias and ensure they're serving all residents equitably. There's also the question of access. Smart city technologies could create a two-tier system where those who can afford smartphones and connected devices benefit, while others are left behind. True AI-powered urban planning must ensure equitable access to the benefits of intelligent systems. And we can't forget the human element in urban planning itself. AI doesn't replace urban planners. It transforms their role. Instead of spending months manually analyzing data and creating static plans, planners become interpreters of AI insights, community liaisons who ensure technology serves human needs, ethical guardians who keep AI systems aligned with community values, and creative problem solvers who use AI as a tool to explore possibilities humans alone couldn't imagine. The best outcomes happen when AI and human intelligence work together. AI handling complexity and scale, humans providing wisdom, creativity, and ethical judgment. Here's my final thought. The goal of AI in urban planning isn't to create perfectly efficient machines for living. It's to create cities that are more livable, more equitable, more sustainable, and more human. Cities where we spend less time stuck in traffic and more time with the people we love. Cities that don't sacrifice our planet for our comfort. Cities that work for everyone, not just the privileged few. AI gives us unprecedented power to shape our urban environments. The question isn't whether we'll use this technology. We will. The question is whether we'll use it wisely, ethically, and in service of creating cities that genuinely enhance human flourishing. The cities of tomorrow are being designed today, not just with blueprints and concrete, but with algorithms and data. If we get this right, if we harness AI's power while preserving human values, we have the opportunity to create the most livable, sustainable, and equitable cities in human history. The future of urban planning is intelligent, adaptive, and yes, artificial. But its success will be measured by something very real: the quality of human life within these cities. That's a future worth building. Thanks for watching. The conversation about AI and urban planning is just beginning, and your voice matters. Share your thoughts, stay informed, and help shape the cities of tomorrow.